Okay, so the flame test lab, we are going to look at the flame tests of the alkali metals, some alkaline earth metals, transition metals, using the nichrome wire, which is this, which holds it over the flame. The flame will tell. All right, this is the flame test lab. Flame test lab, we are going to check the flame colors, starting with lithium. Lithium right here. I've got some on here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Very clear. There is the flame test for lithium. Flame test for lithium. Flame test for lithium. Beautiful. 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 It just doesn't go away. That's the only problem. Okay. Here is the flame test for sodium. Flame test for sodium. Nice and bright. Sodium is known for this. Usually I have students do this one last. I'm giving a separate wire for each one. It's hard to clean this stuff off of a wire. That's a very clear flame test for sodium. That was sodium. Another beauty. Very, very clear color for sodium. I hope it's as clear on film. Sodium. The flame test for potassium. This is nichrome wire, by the way, that I'm putting this on. There is the flame test for potassium. Pretty good. You can see the color. It's pretty clear what the color is there. Potassium is more subtle. Oh yeah, there you can see it. I can see it. This one doesn't always photograph well. Doesn't always photograph well, but I can see it in there. I can see it. Here's the flame test for calcium. Now keep in mind that what we see with the flame test is a combination of the spectral lines, all the spectral lines for the element. So some of them may appear similar. There's a few that look pretty similar. Let's see what calcium looks like. Calcium, alkaline earth metal. Flame test for strontium, right behind here. That's a pretty clear one. There's a strontium. That's a nice strontium. Looks like. There we go. Really nice. Classic strontium. It's really looking good there. Very clear, very clear. Barium. Put it over here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that was a little better. You can sort of see it. Sometimes the flame test disappears fairly quickly. Barium, the punchline of all the chemistry jokes. Let's see, is that clear? I don't know. Can you see it? Let me see. Okay, I can see it. Again, I'm not sure if it photographs as well. Some of them are more subtle than others. see it right there, maybe. And the last one is the flame test for copper. Now copper is different because all the other ones are white powders. Copper actually has a greenish color. You can see that. Let's see. Oh yeah, and the flame test has a similar appearance. So if you see a firework and it has a kind of greenish, flashy, sparky appearance, okay, a little bit of this color, that is the flame test for copper. Look right at the middle. That's a very good one. Right in the middle there, you can sort of see it. Copper. No doubt. Copper, there's no doubt. Very obvious one. If you ever see a firework that has these kinds of colors, well then they've put in salts of copper, not pure copper, but salts of copper, into the firework. That's a very, very clear one. Very sparky. You also got another chemical reaction occurring here. Okay, so we got interesting things going on here. More than just the flame test. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Copper. Okay. Okay, that's a good flame test. Very good. Now, I'm also going to do the two unknowns. Notice there's two unknowns. Unknown number one. Try to match this to one of the ones we saw. What element is that? Unknown number one. Should be able to match it to one of the other 7 we saw. I think it's pretty clear which one this is. Okay, so the flame will tell which element we have. That's what the Alchemist probably said. Alchemist didn't take recordings, so we're just assuming they said that stuff. Okay, and then unknown number 2. Unknown number 2, you're going to identify. So you're going to match this to one of the other ones. Number 1 through 7. One of those. Can you see which one that is? Can you see by the color? Should be able to match this, probably. Okay. I can see very clearly when I'm watching it. I'm just not as sure about how well it translates onto film. But it's a very, very clear flame test for this one. So I've given you 2 unknowns. This is unknown number 2. The other one was unknown number 1. You're going to identify it. It'll match one of those 7. So it's either lithium, sodium, potassium, calcium, strontium, barium, or copper. And these are all chlorides, so if the chloride had any color, well, it would have been in every single one of them. And even the ones that had a cationic charge of +2, well, they need 2 chlorides, but it's still got chloride. So the chlorides, if they had any color, it would have been in every single thing. So we can identify the metals. This is the trick the Alchemist figured out. The flame will tell what metal is included inside the compound.